10 Stoic Principles so that nothing can affect you. This is from the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who is also a former slave. He says that nothing can affect us unless we allow it to affect us. And he goes on to explain what that means. He says that things have two handles, one by which we can lift them and another by which we can leave them alone. For example, if someone misbehaves on the road, they might honk their horn at you. You have two handles. One is to react angrily or to let it go. If you choose to get angry, then that thing has affected you. But if you choose to let it go, then that thing has no power over you whatsoever. He gives another example. A person might say something bad about you. You have two handles. You can choose to take it seriously and feel bad about yourself, or you can just shrug it off and not take it seriously. The choice, he says, is entirely up to you. Nothing can affect us unless we allow it to affect us. That's completely up to you. No. 2. External things are not in our control. This is a big one. It's a really powerful one. Things like money, fame, success, health, relationships, the weather, politics, other people's opinions. None of this stuff is in our control. And when we realize that, we stop wasting time worrying about things that we cannot control. We focus our energy on the things that we can control. And that's how we find peace. That's how we find freedom. That's how we become happy. No. 3. Images in our head are not things. Epictetus says that the things that cause us pain aren't things, but rather our opinions about those things. In other words, what causes us pain is not the things that happen, but rather what we tell ourselves about those things. For example, imagine you're at the gym and someone walks up to you and says, "You're not doing that exercise correctly." Now, objectively, that statement is neither good nor bad. It's just a statement. But if you choose to believe that that person is judging you, that's when you suffer. So whatever happens, ask yourself, is this really as bad as I think it is? Maybe not. Number 4. People are not obstacles. Epictetus says that when we see a person, we should think to ourselves, here is a piece of property for me to work with. In other words, people are not obstacles to be avoided. They are opportunities to practice our humanity, to practice our empathy, to practice our ability to work with others harmoniously. No. 5. Desire what you have, not what you don't have. When we focus on what we don't have, on what's missing from our lives, that's when we feel unhappy. That's when we feel discontent. But when we appreciate what we do have, when we're grateful for what we do have, that's when we find contentment. That's when we find happiness. So practice gratitude. Be grateful for what you have, not resentful for what you don't have. And I've got 5 more powerful lessons from Epictetus that I want to share with you. But before I do that, please subscribe. Also, I would love to hear from you. What's your favorite Stoic quote? What's your favorite Stoic lesson? Please let me know in the comments below. No. 6. Don't look for the meaning of life. Epictetus says that the meaning of life isn't out there to be found. It's something that we create. It's something that we discover through our actions, through our relationships, through our experiences. In other words, the meaning of life is not out there. It's in here. It's inside of you. Number 7. Every act of a living being is motivated by 2 things, desire and fear. So when you understand that all human beings are driven by their desires and their fears, you become more empathetic. You become more compassionate. You become better at understanding why people do what they do, including you. No. 8. You don't have to have all the answers. It's okay not to know what's going to happen next. It's okay not to have all the answers. In fact, it's a good thing, because when we don't know what's going to happen next, we're forced to be present. We're forced to focus on what we can control. No. 9. No one can harm you. Only you can harm yourself. For example, if somebody says something bad about you, they might feel good momentarily, but ultimately, they go on with their day. They forget about it. But you, if you choose to take it to heart, if you choose to feel bad about yourself, you are the one who suffers. You are the only one who suffers. Know on these. You're not special. Marcus Aurelius says that when he looks up into the night sky and sees the countless stars, he marvels at the fact that the same forces that created those stars also created him. He's not special. He's not unique. He's just here. He's just a tiny little blip in the grand scheme of things. And that helps put everything in perspective, including our problems. Our problems aren't special. They're not unique. They're just here, like everything else. They will pass.